Okay, it is.
Why is it in
This is, it's Miss Cheryl's. This is a meter stick. Of course, it's a flexible one.
Why are we doing that?
Usually sticks aren't flexible, right? Okay, so what I want y'all to see about how tall a meter is. Can everybody see that?
Mm-hmm.
So about comes to my belly button almost. So
Wait, that's a meter?
Yep, that's a meter. So let's look at this doorway. Okay. How many meters do you think this door is tall?
2.
2. I would say about 2 as well.
2 and 2 centimeters.
Almost exactly 2. Okay?
Two.
So it kind of gives you an idea how much, when you're thinking in your head, how much is a meter
The
worth,
whiteboard would be
then you'll know.
1.
And let's see, this is 1 meter.
I'm thinking of the upways.
A little bit more.
Like, I'm thinking
My
of
dad
Okay.
made me do the worksheet, like it said to tear out worksheet.
Yeah,
22 and 23.
that's good. Okay, so what I want you to see, if I turn it to one side, what is on one on this side? Do you see?
Centimeters.
Centimeters. How many centimeters equals 1 meter?
99.
Almost.
95.
100?
Hey,
It's
99.
actually 100. They didn't write 100 on the end. Right? So 99 was right here, and then this one would be 100. Okay? So how many centimeters are in a meter?
100
Okay, very good. Now, when I turn it over, what's on this side?
inches.
Inches. Okay? And it's about 39 and a half inches, which doesn't really make sense. But
I'm
we...
54 and a half inches. Way
You
below
are?
average.
Okay? So what I want you to see is that most people use the metric system, which is meters, centimeters, millimeters. Okay?
Decimeters.
But us in America, United States of America, uses most of the time inches. Okay? We say feet and inches. Everybody else says centimeters, meters, and things like that.
I think,
That's just the way
I
it
think
works there.
centimeters, well, no, I think it's just as easier. than
Yeah?
feet.
It probably is. Okay, so here's what I want you to draw on your piece of paper. We're going to pretend, we're going to, what is that called? Minimize this
And so that works.
and shrink it. Okay? And the shrunk
Shrink.
version is right here. Okay? So draw you a shrunk version of a meter stick. Okay? So you might want to put shrunk version of meter stick. Okay? Now, who remembers how many centimeters this has on it?
100.
Right. So what I'm going to do is just I'm going to put 50 in the middle. And I'm going to put 100 right here and 0 right here. So this will be about 20, 30, 40. Okay? So just draw you one just to kind of get you an idea. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. I just want you to be able to see 100. Alright? And then what I want you to draw is, we're going to draw a line from one side to the other, okay? Alright? And
Wait, what? What's
gonna-
that?
I'm going to show you. Okay? This is the length of our shrunk version of our meter stick, right? Okay, so I want you to put, this is the length of 1 meter. Okay? Pretend. Okay? This is my 1 meter, right? And it shrunk. Okay? Now, it's also 100 centimeters. Okay?
Could you put, SM?
See them? Uh-huh. Now, what I want you to see though, but before I get to the 100, there's actually another one.
What? I just put the,
It's okay. How about we do this? Erase the 100.
I can't, I don't have an eraser.
You don't have an eraser? I'll help you.
Oh man, I don't either.
Okay? I'm going to erase this. We'll do it like that.
There's
Like that.
decimeter.
Uh-huh. This is 10 decimeters. Okay? 100 centimeters
And 1,000 millimeters.
and 1,000 millimeters.
You say the syllables when you talk. Like when you,
Millimeters, yeah. Okay? So, I want y'all to kind of see if I drew a whole meter up here, which I didn't, okay? This is the measurement that each of those would have. So, this 1 meter, okay, if I were to take it and break it into 10, just 10 pieces, okay, that each of those pieces would be a decimeter. Okay, so what I mean by that is this is 1 meter. And if I broke this meter up into 10 pieces,
coming out of the
10
package.
lines evenly, those lines that would evenly been done are 1 decimeter for each line. Do you see what I'm saying? So how many decimeters make up a meter?
10.
10. Very good. Okay. How many centimeters?
100.
100. And that one's easy to see because we already have it on here. Okay. But did you know that there are 10 millimeters in 1 centimeter? So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Do y'all see what I'm doing? 10 on each one of these, and guess what it ends up equaling? 1,000 millimeters. Okay? So there are 10 millimeters in 1 centimeter. Does everybody understand that?
Sometimes
Okay.
I think millimeters are bigger for some reason than
Yeah.
centimeters.
It's kind of hard to get used to.
I guess because it's
in your
like
head.
mil. I guess it's
What lesson are we on?
We are on 65.
Good.
Okay, so what I want you to write down is this. Is that a decimeter equals, how many did I tell you was in a meter? Anybody remember? A decimeter. No, that's a centimeter.
10.
10, okay? And 1 decimeter would be 1 out of 10, right? If I just went 1 length on the decimeter, it would be 1 out of 10, right? Okay, now let's do centimeter. Okay?
Oh, so you're just doing 1?
Uh-huh. A centimeter
1 out of 99?
1 out of 100.
is 1.
Oh.
1 centimeter out of 100. Very good. And then millimeter.
1 out of 1,000.
Very good. Excellent job.
I was
Y'all figured it out.
I'm sorry, baby.
Good job. All right. So listen to this one, okay? Here's the question they asked me. 40 centimeters, okay, 40 of them, is how many decimeters, okay? 100 centimeters is 10 decimeters. So 40 centimeters,
It'd be 400.
40.
well now wait a minute, we're going from 40,
It's 4.
okay, well wait, 100 centimeters came to be 10 decimeters. So 40 centimeters would be
4.
4 decimeters. Okay, because,
4, why?
okay, do you see how each one of these loses a 0 as it moves up?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I have 100 centimeters, if I have decimeters, then I only have 10. Do you see how I did that?
Not
Okay,
really.
from 100,
If you lose a 0, then I
yeah, I lose a 0 each time I
If
move
it was
up to the thing,
if
okay?
it was 50 centimeters, it would be
5.
5.
Mhm.
If it was 100 centimeters, it'd be 10.
Mm-hmm.
If it was 500, it'd be
Very good.
50.
Yep. Do you understand? Everybody feel like they understand? All right, let's try this one. Chad measured his height with a meter stick. He was 1 meter plus 35 centimeters long or tall. What was his height in meters? Now, ooh, this one's a little tricky.
But 1 meter is 100 centimeters.
Okay, so let's think about
I've done
this.
this at my house.
Okay, so his height is 1 meter
Probably gonna do
plus,
that fraction.
plus 35 centimeters. Okay,
I know what it is?
Okay, what do you think it is?
Is it 1.35?
Okay.
How do
How?
that?
Yes, it is right, but I'm fixing to talk to you how we got that, okay? How many centimeters are in a meter?
100.
Okay. So, here's what I want you to see.
Is it 1.35?
It is.
Oh, no.
But I need to explain how to get that. That's what I'm fixing to
Would
tell
it
you.
be 100 plus
Okay?
35?
Remember how you heard me say and in math? Okay, he's 1 meter and 35 centimeters.
Oh, so dot is and.
Yes. Okay. So let's change that to our and put a dot. So he's 1 and the 35 centimeters. Okay. How many could I get? How many centimeters are in a meter?
100,
Okay. And he's how many of them?
35.
35 out of 100. Do y'all remember me teaching y'all? Have I taught y'all this yet?
Yeah.
How to take a fraction and make it into a decimal?
No.
Haven't taught y'all that yet? Oh, that would be a great learning right now for y'all to already know how to do that. It's okay. It's probably best that y'all don't, because
No, like you do that one up
We
there
haven't
and
learned
across.
it.
yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Wait, then are you going to teach it to us?
There's actually an easier way. No, because it's a lot of learning.
How do we do the lesson plan?
Okay. Well, just a minute. Okay. So they're asking us how tall he is in meters. So we know he's 1 meter, and has he reached 100 yet? No, because if he was 100 more, how many meters would he be?
1.
Well, no, he's 1 and, what if I said 100 meters?
This would be like 1.5.
He would be 2, right?
Oh.
Because
100
one,
meters.
listen to me, 1 meter and 100 centimeters. What would he actually be?
2 meters.
2 meters, okay? But because 35 hasn't reached 100, it's only halfway. Here's 0 and here's 100. It's only about halfway. So it hasn't even reached 100. So it's 1 and 35 out of 100. Kind of get it?
Yeah.
I got it. I mean,
I wish y'all knew this other thing that I'm teaching you probably in 2 years, but you don't, because it's easy to take this and do it.
Not really.
It is my way, this way, but you've never learned it.
I know this because my dad.
Let me see,
How do we know when it's point though? When it's not, when it says and?
Yes, he's 1 and something. Okay, let's try some of these lesson practices. How about that? You want to do
Alright,
that?
Can we do 8 first? Because I like to go in there.
Okay.
It's really bad.
Okay, so let me ask you this first of all. Okay, the height of a door. What do you think? Is it more or less than a meter?
More.
More.
More. Very good. What about the width of a door?
It'd be
a
1.
meter.
About.
I've already
about-
done this though.
Okay. Well, you're ahead then.
I want to listen.
I've already done this one.
You did already?
Lesson.
Yeah, I did 65 and.
You were supposed to do 63 and 64 yesterday.
No, I did 63.
Okay. So, what about the height of your desk?
Meter.
That, it would be 1 meter.
1 meter, I would say 2. Okay. What about the length of your math book?
Less.
Way less. Very good. Okay.
5,000 meters less. I'm kidding.
I did 65 and 66.
An automobile, which of these must
64 and
is
63.
reasonable
You're supposed
for
to do.
the measurement of an automobile?
Okay. So, now remember what a meter looks like. Okay. Now,
A.
which of these is the most reasonable measurement for the length of an automobile? 4.5 of these meters. 4.5 centimeters, which
No.
there's 4.5 centimeters, unless you had a toy car, I guess. That's 4.5 centimeters.
I think it's the first one.
4.5 decimeters,
What are the?
which would be about 40, about right here. Okay? And then 4.5 millimeters, which doesn't
So
even
what's
get us
exactly
to
the
1.
question?
Which one's the most reasonable
A,
measurement for a
A.
length of a car?
A.
4.5 of these. Yep.
I already know the answer to all of them.
You do? Yeah, because you did them already, right? Okay, so let's do B.
Did you do 63 and 64 also? You only did 65.
I did 65 and 66.
Yeah, you'll have to do 63 and 64 at home then.
Oh.
Okay? All right, so listen. B is this. Chuck is 1 meter and or plus 43 centimeters tall. Write his...
so 1.43.
Very good.
Oh.
Everybody see how to do that?
Pretty much easy.
He's 1 meter
Got that.
and then 43 centimeters out of 100, which it would be 43 out of 100, which...
Is the next one 3?
A desk ruler is about 30 centimeters long. So right here to here.
Would be 3, right?
Okay?
And you said take away the 0.
All right, yes, very good. Way to realize that. Okay? So does everybody understand how to do it? Okay, so all you need to do is look at this chart to answer questions if you need to. Okay? Somebody try to tell me the order that they go in.
A meter. Oh.
Okay?
Meter,
Then,
centimeter.
almost.
I know.
Oh, decimeter.
Then,
Decimeter.
then.
Millimeter.
Very good. Which one is the smallest measurement?
Millimeter.
Very good. Which one has the most within the meter?
Wait, centimeter.
Millimeter has the most because there's 1,000 of them.
Oh, I thought you meant like
Do you
the
know what I meant by
biggest.
that?
I thought
Okay.
you meant like the biggest.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, we're all talking about 1 meter. So the one that has the most ticks is millimeter because there's 1,000 of them, right?
Is the next lesson easier or harder?
Yeah. We're done with that. See.